sounds, as they're called somewhere. I was communicating with aliens there, Mike, for just a minute.
I know, I felt it.
I like to keep in touch with our celestial friends, but that's just me.
I've been doing it for years.
Right here, fist it, fist it!
I spend more time there than here.
I'm here with Mike Clark. I'm Greg Koch with the Wildwood team. We're going around NAMM 2014 and just messing stuff up, as we do. And Premier Builders Guild, they make some cool stuff. Multitudinous examples of Tony tools of testicular trouble.
That's enough. We don't get into testicular trouble.
Well, no, but it's
Not
fueled with that kind of testosteronic.
Yeah, okay, that's true. But
right, testosteronic.
Marketing?
What? Security. 09er in progress. So tell us a little bit about this new 2-rock tone console we have lurking behind us here with these mega like stereo knobs.
How do you like those?
Those are really cool. Takes me back to the days of Marantz.
Mark 1 for cool.
Yeah.
We're taking notes on that. But this is a new 2-rock crystal, and it's positioned in our single channel, hence the crystal.
Dig it.
In the single channel line between the 2-rock Classic Reverb and the 2-rock Studio Pro series.
Gotcha.
And really what this is about is pure tone.
And simplicity.
There's a player, JM, something like that. And anyway, his whole concept of what he wanted out of our amplifier was nothing in the way to interrupt the signal path. He wanted pure tone. And that's what this amplifier is about. It's about pure touch sensitivity, really nice harmonics, and it's just a great little amplifier. It comes in 22, 40, 50-watt heads, and 100-watt heads. So,
and what is this creature?
This is the 50.
It sounds glorious.
And our 212 cabinets, specially designed cabinets, have Celestian Golds in them. Very percussive amplifier.
It sounds big and juicy.
We should get Mac in here.
Mac attack. Come on in here, Mac.
He knows the dirty little secrets.
I know a lot of dirty secrets, Mike.
We
won't go there.
Tell us about the bell-like Glority. Glority? That sounds like an Irish something or other.
Mac is Irish.
I dig it.
Right.
Bring it. So tell us about the creation of this bad morsel of the night and of the day.
Well, like Mike said, it was all about tone and a hi-fi approach to the amplifier. And so therefore we decided to give it a hi-fi look. And you said Marantz. It's funny because I said that when Chad and Bill were designing the knobs.
We all have them in our garage,
right?
I said it looks like a Marantz stereo, and so that's really what we were after. And this year we did a 40-watt 466 version, which we haven't done before. Introduced the new large combo, or not the new large combo, but actually the original standard size combo, which gives it that little bit bigger sound on the combo. The 50 and 100 are the typical 50 and 100s that we did for said artist.
Who is the artist? Or we can't say.
It's
John Mayer.
Oh,
is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
we can say his name.
You can say his name.
I can't, but Matt can.
So
this amp is kind of like a wonderland, if you will.
Yeah. So that was sort of the start. That was the starting point on this amp, and really wanted to go back to that because it really was a beautiful amp. And again, Mike described it at one point to me as a no compromises approach. So nothing really in the way of the signal path to interfere with the tone. Passive effects loop, and just really open sound. And I've been saying it all weekend that a lot of times you'll get lows, mids, highs really competing with each other. Sometimes as you turn the amp up, this amp just blossoms. It really just nothing competes.
It's really neat because I had a classic reverb on order, and I like the fact that with the classic reverb, with the FET and everything, I can bring it up just a little bit above the floor, the sound floor, and it works great with pedals. I like the ability to add the highs, and it makes that really crispy, percussive thing. But when you go from this amplifier to that, you do notice everything you're going through. It still gives you a ton of flexibility and gives you sounds that I don't think any other amp on the market will do when it comes to cleans. The lows are just tremendous without farting out on you, and the highs are just unbelievable without being piercing. But what this amplifier does is a different animal altogether. It's all about touch sensitivity, and you hear the pureness out of it when you hit a pedal. I mean, there's just nothing in the way, and it's for that guy. And that may not be every player. We designed the Studio Pro series for that player that that really wants this type of tone and needs it at a price point. The classic reverb is for somebody that's going to need all kinds of little, they're going to use all of those bells and whistles.
Well, yeah, we with the Studio Pro, you know, with the effects loop, we added some features that allow the player to do a little bit more at that price point, where this is just all about tone with the crystal. And the classic reverb, the next step up, would give you a ton of tone shaping options.
It's really neat because a lot of people would look at this initially and see that, well, why would they do that? But they're really totally different animals and they speak to a different customer. And really what the customer needs to do is just play them and find out where, you know, whether it's a price point that they're trying to get into or that they're looking for purity and tone, like John Mayer or Stevie Ray Vaughan kind of thing. And even getting into really nice rock stuff. It'll do anything, jazz stuff, as you demonstrated.
And it's a great platform for pedals.
Yeah.
You know, anything you put in front of it. I mean, we've got this Vemorem pedal up here, and it just, I mean, it sounds beautiful with that amp.
Dude, this is really what Two Rock's all about.
I'll tell you what, I am very impressed by this more. So I like simple, you know what I'm saying? I just like amps with one knob that says more, you know what I'm saying?
You know, and people may, you know, they may be 20 now and talking about those knobs are too big, but when they get to be our age, these will be a blessing, trust me. We're thinking forward, that's what we do.
Exactly, you're on the gig and you're all hopped up on, well, Sweet Musical Congress, as you do, and you turn around and you want to be able to go, I need to adjust. Of course you won't need to adjust because it's going to sound glorious from the gig.
You get to be our age, you'll be asking, why'd you make the knobs so small? You'll be wanting bigger knobs, okay?
I like the glassy. Sounds awesome. Let's hit that pedal once just to hear a little bit of sound.
Yeah, it's just the way the pedal, it's just...
Sounds awesome. That reverb.
That is the Two Rock Crystal.
I tell you what, Crystal, I dig it.
Yeah.
And the good thing about it too is because of the association with the aforementioned artist, you buy this amp, you'll get like starlets galore, just chomping at the bit to hang out with you.
It's a chick magnet, and we designed that.
And we guitar players know how that is these days, especially after you take like a 15-minute guitar solo, they're like lined up in wondrous grimaces.
The only difference is that
in a parallel universe,
they look a lot different. They look a lot different.
Well, you know, you got to get what you can. That's my motto. What? Security. We got to know an Niner. Security. That's a new song called Security. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for spending some time with us and showing this glorious amplifier. It is awesome.
Thank you, Greg.
It's a good way to start the day here at NAMM 2014 with the Wildwood crew here at the Premier Builders Guild Lair. Stay tuned. We got more coming. Later.